Here we are then. Oh, hello. How are we doing? Wow, I look incredibly red on this side of things. How are we all doing? We've actually begun. We're doing the first live stream this channel's ever seen. And I tell you what, the time we've just gone live, unbelievable. I don't know if anyone's catching Georgia versus Greece is about to go to penalties. I say that, I'm not even watching, to be quite honest. Oh, no, I've just got it back. There we go. Yeah, if anyone's in chat, can we hear? Is hearing all okay? Is volume good? Am I too loud? I can make myself quieter. I can't really make myself louder, but yeah. If I can get any yeses on that, that would be helpful. Hello, Jacko. Jacko, sorry to just jump on you straight away, but I was looking at your channel earlier, bizarrely. Okay, thank you for letting me know. And some of your content is outrageous, to be quite honest. I was going through your community tab. I was looking at a McFlurry on a lamppost, and I was like, okay, this is my type of guy. This is my type of guy. Thank you very much for letting me know that it sounds good. It's really good to have you along. It's really good to speak to some of you people actually here and now. You know, the more people we get come along, it's brilliant. Obviously, I see a lot of you people in the comments and things like that who watch my videos, and that's brilliant. But it's really good to get to speak to some of you live, and it's obviously a massive night in terms of the Euros. I mean, just this second now, Georgia versus Greece has just finished extra time. We are heading towards penalties this second. Within a couple of minutes, that's going to penalties. We could be seeing Georgia go to the Euros for the very first time. Obviously, as an independent nation, they was obviously there as the Soviet Union, but let's not get into that. And we also have, or we have Greece. Greece could go through too. They obviously won the tournament 20 years ago. I've got a video about that on the channel if you haven't seen already. There we go. Hello, man. Yep, I'm really good. Really good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Really, really big night in terms of the Euros. I hope you're doing well too. We've obviously got a massive night. Georgia versus Greece right now. I thought we'd be done. If you can actually see on the stream, I've actually already preemptively put Greece. I've already preemptively put Greece in Group F, but it's actually gone to penalties, so I might have to change that in a second and put Georgia. That's fine, Mum. No problem at all. So for the schedule, obviously we've got Wales and Poland below me, and Ukraine and Iceland below me. The games those two games haven't started yet. They kick off in 10 minutes. And again, if you don't know, the winners of those two games will be heading to Euro 2024, which is going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be pretty awesome. So the winner of Wales versus Poland will end up in Group D, as you can see in the top right, and the winner of Ukraine versus Iceland is heading into Group E. Well, whoever wins between Wales versus Poland has really got their work cut out. You know, France are fantastic. Obviously, France are fantastic. In great form in recent years. I mean, obviously, they lost the other night to Germany, which was a bit of a surprise. I think we thought that was a bit of a surprise. Predictions for tonight. So obviously, Georgia versus Greece is currently at penalties. I predicted Greece to win. I think they probably will win this penalty shootout. They've got the experience. They've got a few more big players in their ranks. And then Wales and Poland, I'm expecting Poland to do it. We will see on that front. I'm expecting Poland to beat Wales. And I'm sort of hoping for that too as well. I am sort of hoping that Poland beat Wales, it has to be said. And also Ukraine versus Iceland. Ukraine were brilliant. Again, I don't know how much people have seen. These are on some strange channels. But Ukraine came back and scored 2 goals in the final 5 minutes the other night against Bosnia to win 2-1, which was really quite something. You really do feel the momentum's with them. So I don't want to get into a chat about the war or anything like that, but it definitely feels like they've got a little bit extra motivation. But Iceland will want to come back. Obviously, they were brilliant at Euro 2016. Great team to watch. It'd be really cool to see them back. But we'll see. We'll see. I think Wales will win tonight and Ukraine. Fair enough. Fair enough. I can certainly see Wales doing it. I can certainly see them doing it. But we shall see. We shall see. I actually need to once again flick back over to the penalty shootout, if I can. Are you just English, or you have any other nationalities? My mum is from Northern Ireland, but yeah, apart from that, just English and Irish. Nothing else exciting going on, to be quite honest. Just your typical British Isles, man. I'm not sure if they're actually going to play. I don't know if anyone else is catching this live on Viaplay. I've never even heard of Viaplay as a channel in the UK. But they're the ones doing the Euros. I paid £15 for this. £15 a month. Favourite random national team has to be Ghana for 2010. Asamoah Gyan, Sully Montari, Kevin Prince Boateng. Has to be that. Has to be the Black Stars of Ghana. Obviously, really disappointing in this year's AFCON as well. And very disappointing in last year's, or the last AFCON as well. But hopefully they'll be back. Fingers crossed. So both Wales and Ukraine matches are heading out onto the pitch. We are getting there, folks. I'm going to see if I can get the penalty shootout up on my phone. I can't believe this. This is what happens when the rights of the Euros qualifiers end up in the hands of some 2bob channel. Viaplay. When I was purchasing the subscription, they were advertising that they have a lot of Swedish like sitcoms and stuff like that on there. I thought, how is that even a poll? Wow. Yeah, I'm desperately trying to see if I'm able to catch this penalty shootout. I might just have to follow it from FOTMob live. And in fact, Greece have missed their first penalty. Georgia have scored their first two. They're 2-0 up. We could be seeing a major shock here. Georgia qualifying for the Euros over Greece. Bearing in mind we've got no Sweden. We're going to have one of Poland or Wales not making it, but we could have Georgia. Wow. And sadly, I'm having to follow along on FOTMob. Not sponsored, by the way. Not sponsored. FOTMob better than OneFootball. I've never used OneFootball. I used to use LiveScore, but yeah, FOTMob's a lot better than LiveScore. Has to be said. Greece have scored their first penalty. It's 2-1 in that. 2-1, and both teams have taken 2 penalties. What team do you support? Oh, if you're really like diligent, if you've really got an eye open, you might be able to figure who I support. You might just know who this mascot is. Probably not. I'm not expecting many people to know, but if anyone can guess it, you've got the next 20 to 30 seconds, and then I'll tell you. If anyone can figure out. No one's ever asked me that before either. I don't think anyone really knows, because even on X, aka Twitter, if anyone follows me over there, I don't really talk about my football team there either. But if anyone can work out who that bunny is, then you have my respect. Oh, Georgia have just missed their penalty. If Greece score, that's going to be the equaliser. McCaldsey, Portsmouth is close. Portsmouth is close. Right division. Obviously, right colour. Even the right first letter, but not the right team. Greece have equalised. That's 2-2. That is 2-2. That is 2-2. I will tell you, that is Peterborough, the rabbit of Peterborough. Peterborough United. I'm a Peterborough United fan. In League One. Plymouth, Birmingham, Peterborough. There we go. People have got it. The bunny's called Peterborough. And I'm a Peterborough fan. For my sins. Oh, Shevchenko's at the game in Ukraine versus Ireland. Legend, Andrei Shevchenko. Georgia now 3-2 up in the shootout. You're a Bolton fan? Okay. We are competing this season. We both need Derby to keep slipping up. That has to be said. We need Derby to keep slipping up. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed they do. And I'd rather see Bolton go up than Derby, to be fair. Fingers crossed we'll get through the playoffs. Mudryk's got the start tonight for Ukraine. Lewandowski's leading Poland. Greece have missed their penalty. What does that mean? It means if Georgia score theirs, they are going to Euro 2024. A major upset. Potentially on the cards here. Fingers crossed. Union Berlin. You were in the Champions League this season, weren't you? Union Berlin. I was in Berlin last year. I went on holiday there. I think Georgia have done it. I believe they've done it. Without Kvaratskhelia on the pitch as well. He went off injured. I think Georgia... I can't believe it. I've got to update the text. Bear with me, folks. Georgia. There we go. Georgia are heading into Group F. Wow! What an opportunity for Georgia. I actually have a friend who's living out in Georgia at the minute. He was in the stadium for the match against Kazakhstan. He's watching it on one of the big screens in the capital city tonight. I'm sure he'll be having a party. Unbelievable. Georgia heading to Group F alongside Turkey, Portugal, and the Czech Republic. Fantastic stuff. That's incredible. That's incredible. Don't get me wrong. That's a really tough group. That's a really tough group. Portugal are really good. I actually think Portugal have an outside chance of winning the Euros. Turkey were obviously really disappointing, weren't they, in Euro 2020? A lot of people had them as their sort of surprise pick, but it didn't quite work out. And the Czech Republic are always there, aren't they? They're always there. They've got some good players. So it's going to be really tricky. There's a lot of international pedigree in that group, so it's going to be tricky for Georgia to go through. I think they'd have been a lot happier going into perhaps Group E. I think they'd have been a lot happier going into Group E. Worth saying as well, obviously there's some friendlies going on tonight. There's some big ones. Obviously England are playing Belgium. We've got Spain playing Brazil. We've just had kick-off in the Ukraine game as well, so that's underway. But we've also got some smaller friendlies as well. Czech Republic are actually 1-0 down at the minute to Armenia, which is quite something. I was talking them up and they're losing to Georgia. Romania are playing Colombia as well. And they're losing as well. Colombia 1-0 up. England, Belgium's just kicked off. Obviously, good chance for some outside players in England to get some minutes tonight. I know Kobe Mainoo's playing, isn't he? Massive opportunity for him. Jared Bowen, massive opportunity for him. Ivan Toney will want to stake his claim to be that second striker behind Harry Kane. So yeah, there's going to be a lot riding on that one in terms of forcing their way into Southgate's squad. Mudryk's already in the box here. Cut back. And that was half a chance there for Ukraine. That was a half chance, has to be said. Yaremchuk should have done better. Mudryk was down the line, came across, cut it back, and Yaremchuk just sort of got the ball caught under his feet. Major, major, major chance, really. This early in the game as well. Give us your idea to England lineup. Okay. Pickford in goal. Kyle Walker. John Stones. Harry Maguire. Luke Shaw. Okay, I think that's the back four. Midfield, I'm going Rice. I'd love to see Trent, but we haven't tried it, and I do worry about that. Yeah, Rice, Trent, Bellingham in the 10, Foden on the left, Saka on the right, Kane down the middle. I think that's just about the right way. But I wouldn't mind putting Kobe in there. I wouldn't mind that at all. But Southgate's not going to do that. He's more likely to pick Henderson, which is absurd, to be honest. That is absurd. Iceland are in a lovely blue shirt. It has to be said. They've got a little a little red triangle on the. I don't even know what area of the top that is. The collar, sort of front collar. It's a very dashing little outfit they're wearing. Has to be said. No Matty Cash as well tonight for Poland. He's pretty much the only absentee for either side between Wales and Poland. But Frankowski is playing at right back, or right wing back, really. Who's obviously a very, very good fullback. Doing well. He's at Lons, isn't he, in Ligue 1. He's having a good season. Controversial setup, I would put JWP as a second DM next to Rice. Makes sense. I think James Ward-Prowse has been really unlucky not to get more England call-ups. It's probably a little bit too late now to bring him into the fray. It's probably a little bit too late to be trying stuff like that at this point. But yeah, it's a shame for him, really. He should have had more opportunities. Who replaces Southgate? Possibly Graham Potter. Maybe the outside chance of someone like Gary O'Neill. But I think Graham Potter is probably going to be one of the favourites. It's hard to say at this moment. There's not really... I don't think there's any real major standout candidate. It has to be said. Does have to be said. Austria beating Turkey tonight. Just gone 1-0 up, 4 minutes in there in the friendly. Austria, of course, in that group D, in a really, really tough group. One of Poland or Wales will be joining them in that group. Who do I want as replacements for Southgate? It's tough. Probably Gary O'Neill. I think Gary O'Neill would do a good job. But it's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky. It's really tricky. Picking a national team manager is really hard because you can't just say Pep or Klopp. Like it's tricky. The pool to choose from is far smaller, and often it's quite hard to gauge who you're able to attract ahead of time. But I do like Gary O'Neill. I think he's a good manager. Maybe a bit too early for him. It's hard to say. Long throw into the box from Iceland, as if they're still doing that. The Iceland long throw is alive. It didn't come to anything. It was very easily cleared. But obviously Iceland infamously scored a long throw against England at Euro 2016 to knock England out. Ooh, half a chance for Wales. Nice little ball into the box, headed away. Looked just for a moment like it was going to fall on the head of Kiefer Moore. who's leading the line for Wales tonight. Graham Potter potentially could be good. I agree. I think over a long period of time, I think he could be quite good. He's a manager you sort of got to let have the process, which I think is fair. The Netherlands have gone 1-0 up away at Germany. They're playing in Frankfurt tonight in Germany, which is where I'm heading for Euro 2024. If anyone else is heading to Frankfurt or Stuttgart for Euro 2024, let me know. I'll see you there. Let's meet up. Let's have a little beer. Who got the goal for the Netherlands? Joey Veerman, the centre midfielder. Or Thomas Frank. Thomas Frank would be really interesting. Yeah, that's a very interesting shout. He could potentially, and I mean probably not, but he could potentially be in the frame for the Germany job if Nagelsmann doesn't want it longer term. That's obviously a possibility. Germany have obviously got that lovely group as well for the Euros. Scotland in their opening match. Can't ask for better than that, can you? Bloody Scotland in your opening match. Although you can just see a little Scott McTominay thunderbolt going in, can't you? You can just see it. You can just see it. Hungary a little bit all over the place. I think they're playing tonight. Hungary are playing Kosovo. Their match is about to finish. They won 2-0. And lastly, Switzerland. Switzerland, who seem to have the same tournament every single time. Don't they? I don't know if that's just me, but Switzerland seems to just be one of the most boring international teams going. To live in Germany, it sadly visits during my exams. That's a shame. That's a shame. Well, the next Euros is in the UK, so you'll have to come here. Or we can go further and head to the US for the 2026 World Cup. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Largely had Polish possession in the match between Wales and Poland. So far, not really too much happening there. Ukraine-Iceland's been a little bit more end-to-end. But not a lot of chances for either side so far. Just around 8-9 minutes into the match as well. Group B is an interesting one as well, isn't it? Spain, Croatia and Italy. And I tell you what, and obviously Albania as well. Let's not count them out. Albania's second time at the Euros. They were there in 2016. Didn't really do much from what I can remember. But Spain, Croatia and Italy, very, very tough to call between those three because Italy are certainly not what they were. You know, they're the holders of the competition, but you'd be very surprised if they won it this time around, wouldn't you? You'd be very surprised. Spain themselves, they just appear to always have a team that's nearly there. You think next tournament, they'll be ready. And going into this one, you look at them, you think, are they ready? I don't think they are. Croatia still a difficult team to beat, absolutely. Lovely technical team. Still got some really good players. Really, really good players. So that's going to be a really, really hard one to call. Really tricky. Belgium have scored, have they? I've just seen that John Stones has gone off injured as well. Joe Gomez has come on. That's not good. This international break for England has been an absolute nightmare, really. I mean, people will look at the result against Brazil, and if we go on to lose tonight, and it'll be, this is a disaster, but with the injuries and the fitness and constantly having to call up different players, it's been a nightmare for Southgate, to be fair. Kane not available, Saka not available, Trent not available. Who else have we not had? Obviously, Stones is injured now. Walker went off injured. Luke Shaw's not been available. It's just been a nightmare. An absolute nightmare on that front. Belgium has scored Tillemans. Are England not playing well? Again, obviously, it's a bit of a rotated team. I don't know what the Belgium team. I'm looking now. Oh, the Belgium team's full strength. That looks like full strength to me anyway. Lukaku, Trossard, Doku, Tillemans. Weird faith in Croatia despite never making noise in the Euros. Yeah, it's true. Croatia have sort of underwhelmed at the Euros and have usually been better at the World Cup, which is very bizarre. Yeah, kind of the same as England, really. England have sort of had their better moments at the World Cup. So England have never won the Euros, for example. Obviously made the final last time out, but that was a bit of an anomaly. Iceland have just done one of the worst clearances I've ever seen. Pickford booted it, intercepted. Tillemans had scored an open goal. Ooh, half a chance there. Half a chance. I'm not sure who it was sliding in for Poland, I should say. Poland, little ball into the box. I think it was Swiderski. Yes, a cross in. He's onside. He gets in between the two centre backs and he's sliding to get on the end of it. He can't quite do it. Yeah, this international break has been a nightmare for England. An absolute nightmare. But it might be a little bit of a blessing in disguise. There's obviously a lot of pressure going on England going into the tournament, should I say? Which I think has started to almost reach a bit of a ridiculous level of expectation. And maybe these couple of results might just help temper that expectation. Half a chance there again for Poland. Fired over by Frankowski, I think. Yeah, Frankowski with 25 yards out. Always going over the bar. High, wide, and not very handsome. As they used to say on FIFA. Germany are back level in their game against the Netherlands. Mittelstadt, who, by the way, hell of a player. He's at Stuttgart this season. He's been excellent. I've only just sort of picked up on him in the last few weeks. Hell of a player. Really, really good. Really, really good. The Czech Republic have got back level against Armenia as well, which is sparing their blushes a little bit. It's half time in that one. So weird thing I discovered you from a Football Manager, yet it's only got 300 views. Yeah, so originally when I first put that out, that's because I used to stream Football Manager. And I just was trying to grow my Twitch audience. England penalty, fantastic. I was trying to grow my Twitch audience. I thought I'd upload a video and realised, oh, actually, big chance for Ukraine there. Fired wide. Big chance. Mikolenko, the Everton left back, firing wide. That was a big chance. But yeah, I literally started creating videos so I could grow my Twitch. And now I do not play Football Manager, and this has become the thing I'm really passionate about. Really, really enjoy it. By the way, for those watching, if you could do me the favour of liking the stream while you're here, that would be really helpful. If you wouldn't mind, that would be really kind. Thank you. Ivan Toney to take. He never misses. He never misses. Who claims the 76 European title, Czechoslovakia or both? That's a good point. That's a very good point. I don't know. I'm going to Google the answer. I'm going to see if it... I feel like... I mean, definitely the Czech Republic. I know it does. But I don't know if Slovakia has it. Let's have a look. It's a really good point. Has Tony scored, or has he fluffed it? Ooh, half a chance again for Poland. Corner coming in. Went straight on through. These games have been very cagey. Very cagey. Yeah, Slovakia does claim it as well. So I'm guessing UEFA gives it to both, which is kind of crazy, isn't it? Kind of crazy. They've only qualified twice, Slovakia. Well, this is going to be the third time. Third time in a row for Slovakia. And to be fair to Slovakia, they've got a group. They could win that group. He scores. Come on. We're going to win the Euros. Let's go. Yeah, Slovakia have got a chance in their group. Belgium are not the team that they were 6 years ago. The likes of, Hazard and, Vertonghen's still there. But, ooh, chance for Wales headed over. Kiefer Moore from the corner. Half a chance. The Belgian team is not what it was. Slovakia, they're okay. I don't think they're anything to ride home about. I can't say no too much. And then they're going to get the winner of Ukraine and Iceland. So, yeah, chance. There's a good chance for that Group E as a whole is very open. Is very open. Very, very open. Is Southgate bringing it home? Yeah, why not? I don't know. I change my mind on it all the time. I change my mind on it. I don't want to get carried away and say that he is, but I do believe. I believe England can do it. 100%. I believe England can do it. I believe we've got the team to do it. There's obviously a lot of talk about Southgate can't do it, but I believe that actually Southgate can win the tournament and bring it back for England. But equally, I don't think it's set in stone. Our defence is not what it was, even though the people haven't really changed. That, like, Walker. If we go with what I presume will be Walker, Stones, Maguire, and Shaw, that is the defence has always been, as well as Pickford in goal. But they all seem not quite as good as they once were. Stones aside, of course. Walker's aged now. He's 34. Maguire's obviously not really featuring for Man United heavily. Shaw is continuously injured. So the defence is not what it was. And then we've obviously got the midfield conundrum. Who plays alongside Rice? That's obviously a conundrum for Southgate to figure out, which obviously in this international break he wanted to try Rice and Trent together, but he's not managed to do that because of injury. So it's tricky. And then you have the Foden issue. Do you play Foden on the wing and accept that's probably not his best position? It's tricky, isn't it? It's tricky. He should have been 96. Yeah, he should have. And he probably shouldn't have done that Pizza Hut advert either. Southgate is somewhat cursed with the amount of talent. Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? But then saying that, in 2018, everyone thought we were rubbish and he did very well there, didn't he? Wales are playing really direct. Like, they are hitting the ball. They are launching the ball up to Kiefer Moore whenever they can and hoping to get Brennan Johnson on the knockdowns. That is their hope. Wales corner here as well. Ball comes in. Kiefer Moore on the end of it heads it very wide. It has to be said. Very, very wide. Very, very wide. He's turned us around since Iceland for sure. Absolutely. And that is one thing that can never be taken away from him and that people forget, and I think it's disrespectful, is that loss to Iceland was so humiliating. And it made our arrogance seem so ridiculous that we lost to that Iceland team. Because that Iceland team wasn't good. Like, it has to be said. I know people are sort of nostalgic for him a little bit now, and there's a lot of love for him at the time, but it wasn't a good team. Let's be honest. They had a couple of good players, but it was not a good team. And for him, 2 years later, to turn that around with a very young England squad and get us to the semi-finals of the World Cup, even despite the fact that it has to be said, England had a good draw. They did have a good draw. Poor ball by Ukraine. So what? If you lose to Iceland, you shouldn't be guaranteed anything. Yeah, I don't. I don't miss that. I don't miss that at all. It was horrible. And like I say, for me, the best nights I've had as an England supporter have been under Southgate for the most part. There's only a couple of other memories really that I have where I can really say it was brilliant, And in terms of a match as well, when we beat Wales in Euro 2016, that was fantastic. That was fantastic. I was in the pub. It was carnage when that goal went in. It was absolutely brilliant moment to be a part of. But then, like I say, a few days later we lost to Iceland, and it's it was all for nothing type thing. But before then, Euro 2004 was had its moments, but again we lost to Portugal in the first knockout rounds. There's nothing there, and we lost to France in the group. I only started watching England in 2018. Yeah, you're very lucky. You're very lucky. You've only known England as being quite good. I've seen some horrible results for England over the years. 2014 was the best time for obvious reasons indeed, when Germany overcame that Spanish dominance. Fantastic. When Germany did it, they found the key to defeating the tiki-taka style of play. Great team. Great team. I'll tell you what, these two matches have been incredibly cagey. Incredibly cagey. And it makes sense, obviously, there's a lot on the line. Obviously, Georgia-Greece was 0-0, went all the way to penalties. Georgia against the Euros. That is going to take, I think, a few days for me to get over. 7-1 says it all, indeed. That result will live on forever as well. I can't imagine how awful that must be. For Brazil, obviously, not for Germany. It was amazing watching it as well. That World Cup, that happening. If it was the World Cup that Brazil just had to win, because it was at home, it was, in their stadiums, they had to win. There we go. There we go. We needed some goals here. We're halfway through the first half. We need some goals. Penalties in 2018 still haunt me. Never returned to the place I watched it in. Yeah, I get that. I completely get that. He did. That was one of the... yeah, that was one of the worst moments, really, of all time. That was up there with... I don't know if anyone remembers when DeMarcus Beasley did a wee on the pitch during the match. He was on the bench and he just sort of lifts his shorts up and he just wheezes out the end of it. Corner for Poland. Awful. Awful. We need some goals here, ladies and gentlemen. We need some goals. 2-1 England. Fantastic. Who scored? Who scored? I'm going to guess Bowen. Why not? Jared Bowen. Wait, no, he's offside. Oh, brilliant. It's not coming home. It was coming home, now it's not coming home. My words. Wales on the attack here, left-hand side. Can they create anything? There's just a lot of bodies back for both teams when either one goes forward. Oh, it actually was Bowen. Come on. Hello. Come on. He's a cuddling Danny Dyer, as they say. Cuddling Danny Dyer. Wales got into the box just quickly there. Nothing really doing. So in Group C, is obviously England's group, but we spoke a lot about England. There's obviously Slovenia, Denmark, and Serbia, which is very open. I'm actually going to watch half a chance, cleared. Slovenia versus Denmark in Stuttgart, which I cannot wait for. I cannot wait. Slovenia versus Denmark. Oh, chance for Wales. Kiefer Moore over the bar. He was stretching. He's injured himself in the process. Hopefully he's not too bad. Dear, oh dear. Should have been 8-0 if Ozil knew how to finish. The problem with Ozil and finishing was that he just didn't kick the ball hard, ever. He never put his foot through the ball, ever. Stuttgart is lovely was there 2 weeks ago. I've never been to Stuttgart. I used to live in Germany. I used to live in Bremen. And I used to visit Hamburg a lot. And I've been to Berlin and things like that, but I've never been south. I've not been to Munich or Bavaria, and I've not been to Frankfurt or Stuttgart, but that's where I'm heading. I'm staying in Frankfurt, but I'm visiting Stuttgart for the day as well. And the match is in Stuttgart. I think I said that. But I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the whole atmosphere. I love Germany, it has to be said. I feel a real attachment in Germany. And Austria, for that matter, as well. So I'm really looking forward to being back. Really, really looking forward. Iceland in the ascendancy. I'd say they're probably playing slightly better than Ukraine at the moment. Ukraine's sitting very deep, though. Iceland trying to break them down. Not happening currently. Shot from Iceland. It's 1-0. Absolutely flash pan out of nowhere. It's Gudmundsson, who scored the hat-trick the other day against Israel. Iceland are 1-0 up in Poland, which is very confusing, obviously. Iceland are leading against Ukraine. That was a hell of a goal. That was a hell of a goal. Aren't you a teacher? Not anymore. I was for a brief time, but not anymore. That was a hell of a goal. Zinchenko watches on in disbelief. He's on the bench for the record. But that was a hell of a goal. I'm just waiting to watch that again. I just looked away because it felt like nothing was happening. Sudakov with the header. But it's weak. It's weak. Iceland recover it really quickly. Lovely little 1-2. And Gudmundsson is just the dribble is unbelievable. It looks like he's going nowhere, right? He looks like he's going nowhere. He's inside, he's outside, he's chopping, he's turning, and you just think there's too many men around him. But he just creates that little gap, and he's fired it into the corner. And I tell you what, he is on fire, that man. If anyone was going to do it for Iceland tonight, it was going to be Gudmundsson. He's on fire in Serie A. He scored a hat-trick the other night against Israel in... I'm not even sure where that match was played. Obviously not in Israel. But scored a hat-trick the other night. Fantastic from him. And that was a hell of a goal. And Ukraine have got a battle on their hands there. I was just saying that Iceland were beginning to get the ascendancy. They were beginning to be the team that were turning the screw. And the first sight of goal they've got on Gudmundsson has rallied it home, to say the least. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And I need to update the score, which no one told me. There we go, 1-0 Iceland. Our first goal of the evening. Still a long way to go yet, mind you, but yeah. Be really, really good to see Iceland back. Obviously, their fans at Euro 2016 were a real highlight of the tournament with the Thunderclap. They bring a lot of energy. And as we can see on the screen, they'll be heading into Group E if they score. If they win, sorry. Apologies for what? What did you do? And Iceland will fancy that as well. Iceland will fancy themselves. If they head into Group E, they will fancy themselves. They will fancy themselves to beat Slovakia. They will fancy themselves to beat Romania. Very impressive how Iceland have remained credible over the 8 years since that England win. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, quite remarkable, really. The rise for a nation of only a few 100,000 people. Incredible, really. And if they do well, I mean, this is the ultimate prize for them. If they do well at Euro 2024, I'll probably do a video on them. And who doesn't want that? That is motivation for Iceland. They've got to get there first, mind you, but that is the real motivation for them, isn't it? I'm looking at their form as well. Just having a look now. They actually played Slovakia in qualifying. They lost home and away to Slovakia. They also had Portugal in their group as well. In fact, they lost to Luxembourg in September, which is quite something. Very bizarre. Remember saying Iceland would get out of the World Cup group. This is why no one should trust me with predictions. Yeah, but there was reason to believe that could happen. I can't quite remember who their group was. Did they have Belgium in their group then as well? Did they have Belgium in their group then? 1-0 Iceland might upset indeed. Indeed, it'll be absolutely incredible if we end up with Georgia and Iceland as the two teams going through. That would be nuts, absolutely nuts. I'm having a quick look at what Iceland's group was in 2018. Who was it? Croatia, Argentina, Nigeria, and Iceland. Yeah, that was a tricky group, wasn't it? They drew to Argentina, though. Which, fair play. If they'd have beaten Nigeria, then they'd have probably gone through that group. Which would have been nuts. And that may have changed the course of human history. Because if Iceland had gone through ahead of Argentina, Messi may have retired from the national team. And then he never wins it in 2022. So who knows? Who knows? Iceland saved a Messi penalty, as I recall. Yeah, I don't remember that game at all. I honestly do not remember that at all. I remember Argentina-Croatia was an incredible match, but I do not remember Iceland at all at the 2018 World Cup, to be quite honest. Oh, England are losing again. Yuri Tillemans has scored again. Unbelievable. France are drawing 1-1 with Chile. Yusuf Fofana scored. Of all players. Egypt are beating Croatia. Switzerland leading Ireland. Austria and Turkey at 1-1. Romania 2-0 down to Colombia. Czech Republic still 1-1 with Armenia. There has been some strange international friendlies as well over the last few days. I don't know if anyone saw the Central African Republic taking on Papua New Guinea. Central African Republic took on Papua New Guinea. And where did it take place? Sri Lanka. How ridiculous is that? Bolivia played Andorra. Bolivia played Andorra in Morocco. I don't know who was organising these ones, honestly. Guinea played Bermuda. Guinea played Bermuda in Jeddah. In Bahrain. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's been a weird international break, it has to be said. It's been a very strange one. Iceland are continuing to hold a lot of possession in their match. Ball whipped in, comes out. Cleared. Someone's down for Poland as well in the other match. I can't quite see who it is. Might be Swiderski. Might be Swiderski. Oh, Iceland again, turning the screw a little bit on Ukraine. Just need to calm down a bit, Ukraine. Just need to calm down a bit. Just need to calm down a bit. Who do we think's going in second place in England's group between Denmark, Serbia and Slovenia? Because I think Slovenia have got a fair chance. Massive chance. Ukraine 1-1. Not sure if it's onside or not. Really not sure if it's onside or not. I'm not even sure who it was. The ball got crossed in. It got pushed or sent back across goal. And it's been turned in. But there is two Okay. Let's try that again. There was two moments where it could be offside. We're going to be checking that 100%. First one looks like it's offside. Second one, onside. I think this is going to be pulled back here by VAR. It's a lovely works goal, though. It's Yaremchuk who's the scorer. It's a lovely bit of play. I think it was Malinovsky who put it back across goal. VAR's checking it. And that really would have come against the run of play because it's been Iceland who have been on top in this one. Especially with the possession. VAR still checking. Lino didn't call it. It looks like it was offside. Has to be said. They're taking a long time over it as well. Taking a long old time over this. The ref's talking in his ear. He's given a decision. It's no goal. It was offside. Iceland are still in front, ladies and gentlemen. And that was a wake-up call. That was a wake-up call. Yeah, watching it back now, it's definitely offside. Malinovsky offside from Sudakov's cross. Yeah, Iceland drew with Argentina at the 2018 World Cup. VAR takes ages. MLS, for all its faults, seems to be generally better on time. And I haven't watched the MLS in a long time. I used to watch it a fair amount when I was about 17, 18. Because quite often I'd come back from the pub and it would be on. I'll tell you where was really, really good in terms of VAR was African Cup of Nations. Fantastic on the whole. Referees, brilliant. Really, really good. There's been a yellow card now. Tensions beginning to boil over in Ukraine versus Iceland at the minute. Malinovsky's picked up the yellow card. Probably a little bit of frustration from that disallowed goal. Fair point for thinking they would get out the top group with Croatia. Yeah, I don't think that was too bad of a prediction. Chance for Wales. Ball into the box. Drops, I think, to Dan James. His layoff was poor. And that was a chance for Wales. I've never watched the MLS. I don't know what it's like now, but it was always quite entertaining when I used to watch. Like the football was obviously not of the standard, but certainly entertaining. Again, Wales into the box. Brennan Johnson sliding. No, it wasn't. It was Harry Wilson sliding, but he didn't quite get there. Again, Wales slightly on top in this second part of first half against Poland. But it remains goalless there. Remains goalless. Desperately unfortunate for Ukraine as well in that match. Thought they were level. Is anyone watching Germany? How are they getting on against the Netherlands? There was obviously a really good result the other night against France. Surprised a lot of people, that did. Germany beating France in France as well. So how are they getting on tonight against the Netherlands? Another foul in the Ukraine-Iceland match. It's really heating up in that match. MLS is probably championship quality, but with everyone focused on exciting attack. Yeah. That's sort of how I remember it as well. Around that sort of level, the championship level. But yeah, and entertaining, really entertaining. And there's always just some wacky players to get there. Obviously, you got Messi and Co at the minute, but you know, in the past when you've had like Kaka ending up there and Giovinco and players, that's who I remember when they used to play there. Obviously, Landon Donovan, he's obviously American, but it's really good players like that to watch. Rooney was obviously there for a little while. Ibra. Oh, again, Ukraine with that little cross-field ball into the box. Again, it nearly undone Iceland for the second time. Nearly undone Iceland. Nearly done them. Nearly done them. We're coming up to half-time in both matches. Both about to hit the 45-minute mark. And as it stands, Iceland will be heading to Euro 2024. Wales, Poland, we still don't know. Still goalless. We could be heading for penalties there. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? 2 minutes added on in the game between Ukraine and Iceland. Just the 1 minute added on between Wales and Poland. Wales with a corner here. Whipped into the box. Headed on. Oh, it's in! It's 1-0 Wales. I think it's Chris Meppen. Oh, it's Davies. Oh, the offside flag's up again. Kiefer Moore headed it back across goal from the corner. And it was Ben Davies who headed in. But the Lino's put his flag up. Is it offside? I don't think it's offside. I think VAR is going to allow this. That looks like it's onside to me. The ball in. Kiefer Moore heads it back across. And it's Ben Davies who's there with the header. Heads it past Wojciech Szczesny. Watching Southgate ball, I don't envy that. I watched the first half of England-Brazil the other night and I thought, you know what? This ain't for me, this. But yeah, 1-0 Wales, and I think that's going to count. I'm going to preemptively put Wales ahead. Oh, it's not. It's not been given. It's not been given. What was that given then? Why was that disallowed? I only very faintly have the commentary on in my ears, so I can't really hear it. It's now half-time in that match as well. It's going to be half-time between Ukraine and Iceland. But what on earth was wrong with that? What was wrong with that goal for Wales? It looks onside from where I was standing. Looks like a possible offside on the knock-on from the reverse angle, does it? I mean, they check that very quickly. I dare say that is going to be contentious. Because I didn't see any replays there that showed the lines or anything like that to suggest it was offside. That's going to be talked about. If that ends up being impactful, if that ends up being decisive, that's going to be controversial, to say the least. I'm going to head over to Twitter to see the reaction to that. Very marginal, definitely controversial how fast it was chalked off, right? Really quickly. Really, really quickly. Really, really quickly. That was very, very surprised. And as someone who doesn't really want Wales to win, I'm being truthfully honest. Truthfully honest, obviously. I'm being incredibly honest when I say that to me looked like it should have counted, but I need to see the replay of it. I need to see a replay of it. Wow. Wow. In the other game, though, we have Ukraine behind at the minute against Iceland. The match is being played in Poland, for the record. Iceland scored an absolute peach of a goal. If you haven't seen it, head over to X, Twitter, wherever, and go and watch it because it's a lovely goal from Gudmundsson. Really, really good goal. He's sort of dancing around all of the players on the edge of their own box, and you think he's going nowhere. He's going nowhere. And all of a sudden, he just creates a little half a yard, and he absolutely rifles it into the corner. It's a fantastic goal. That is a goal worthy of sending a nation to the Euros. Iceland have been good as well. I think they're deservedly ahead. I think they are deservedly in ahead. Wow. Remember, while it's half time, if you do want to follow me on social media, the links are beneath me for my X and my Instagram. I'm trying to get active on Instagram. I don't love social media, to be honest, but I recognise that it's sort of part of doing this, doing this as a somewhat job. That I sort of have to be active on social media, but I'm trying to be more active. So if you want to follow me over on Twitter or X and on Instagram, feel free. I'm likely to follow back as well, if that matters to you. Just had a lovely advert there for Viagra. So you're absolutely missing out what I'm seeing. Lovely, lovely advert there. There we go. Been live just over an hour. It's the first time we've ever done it on the channel. It's been really good to speak to people. Obviously, I see in the comments of the videos and things like that, so that's been really nice. Really, really good. Thank you all for coming along. I hope you're enjoying. I hope this has been somewhat good, because we might do more of these in the future. I don't know. I'm using this as a sort of a test event, so maybe doing some more watch-alongs and live streams. It's good fun. So if there's the appetite to do so, I'll definitely look at doing it again, because it's been good fun to do so far. I was really looking forward to a Viagra ad. I know. I wish I could make my stream pull up a nice Viagra ad for you now. But I'll tell you what, whatever the product was, and I didn't see the name, it definitely works based on the advert. I've just seen the replay of that Iceland goal again. Wow. What a goal. What a goal. What a goal. He's literally just running. Like, Goodmanson is just running on the edge of the area. He's just going back and forward, back and forward. He just keeps taking on everyone. But he doesn't look like he's going anywhere. And then the next thing you know, he's absolutely unleashed one into the back of the net. It's brilliant. Fingers crossed as well. Second half, we're hopefully going to get some more goals. Dearly, dearly hoping that is so, that we get some more goals. We shall see. Maybe we'll have some late drama. We certainly had drama between Georgia and Greece earlier today, which has sent Georgia to the Euros. They won on penalties. The Georgia backup goalkeeper got sent off at half time as well for something in the tunnel, which was certainly interesting. One way to make the moment about you. It's always goalkeepers, isn't it? Always goalkeepers are a bit bizarre. Always them. There we go. Right, chat. I'm going to very quickly go to the toilet before the second half and go and fill up my water bottle. As you can see, I've prepared something really good. If you can see this, ready? Oh, proper streamer. All right, 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back. Here we are. We're back. We're back. We're back. Just in case you didn't believe me, there I am. There we go. YouTube Studio is telling me that my audio might have been off. That's helpful. Thank you. I don't know if anyone's seen. Has there been any more in regards to the Wales non-goal? Because I tell you what, that was incredibly, at least from my point of view, very controversial decision. It was just chalked off so quickly as I don't know if it's Angel or Angel in the chat said. It was very quickly ruled out, and it looked onside. And I haven't seen another replay of it. Because from the angle I've seen, it looks onside. But I need to see a picture. But we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Just a couple more minutes and we'll be back underway for the second halves of both Wales versus Poland and Ukraine versus Iceland. Here live from the UK, I suppose. I'm not in Poland or Cardiff. I'm in England. It's be interesting to see how Ukraine try and respond to this in the second half. Zinchenko, I believe, is on the bench. I know he's there. I'm presuming he's available. He is available. He's just on the bench. You'd imagine he's going to be coming on at some point. You do wonder when he's perhaps going to be introduced. We shall see. Iceland just got to keep doing what they're doing, though. They've played a really good half. Really good half of football. But we shall see, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see. And all to play for between Wales and Poland. Absolutely everything to play for. Absolutely everything. I'd say Wales just slightly in the ascendancy again. Obviously, that they've scored and had it ruled out. Had 2 ruled out goals in both games. Ukraine just starting to emerge for the second half. Here we go. There's a very strange advert with Jorginho in. I'm watching as well. Where hate messages are showing up on their skin. There is some bizarre adverts out there. Iceland also emerging for the second half. Gudmundsson looking ready to go. DJ, what would your England next side be? I have to remember what I said earlier. I think I said Pickford, Walker, Stones, Maguire, Luke Shaw, Trent, Rice, Bellingham in the centre, Foden on the left, Saka on the right, Kane down the middle. I think is what I'd go for. Spain are 1-0 up in their match against Brazil. Rodri from the spot in that one. Obviously, England failed to beat Brazil the other night. Spain making it look possible tonight, though. As I said earlier, England have had an absolutely nightmare international break, really. Absolutely horrendous. But there we go. What are you going to do? Davis's knee was offside, was it? I want to see the I want to see the replay. Even just a still of it. Desperate to see that. Ukraine-Iceland is back underway. Robert Lewandowski is just heading back out on the pitch in Wales versus Poland. We are ready to go for the second half, ladies and gentlemen. The all-important second half. Kobe playing well, is he? That's really good to see. I'd love him to be called up for the England squad. I think he's such a talent. Again, though, I do fear it's going to be Henderson and Gallagher and, and Kobe won't make it, but I'm really hoping he will. Wales-Poland underway now as well. Running about 45 seconds behind Ukraine-Iceland. Also, the quality has just dipped no end on my end. On Wales-Poland. Fingers crossed we can get that back. Looking all good now. Happy days. Right, we're underway for the second half. The all-important second half. Both Wales and Poland drawing at the minute. Oh, Ukraine are in behind in their game. Iceland get across well to defend, though. Both Wales and Poland drawing at the minute. They'll both believe they can do it. Ukraine are going to have to come from behind. Iceland just need to keep doing what they're doing. But it's all to play for. All four teams are still very much alive in the race for qualifications for Euro 2024. This is the last opportunity. There will be no encore. Oh, the Iceland keeper just dropped his... just came out to collect the ball and dropped it. A little bit of a scare. Got away with it, though. Fantastic. Ball into the box again for Ukraine. Headed out. I think that's gone out for a corner. It certainly has. Ukraine have started this second half really well. A couple of corners already. And that is what they're going to need. Northern Ireland leading away at Scotland as well, which is interesting to see. Obviously, Scotland in Group A alongside Germany. That's going to be the opening match of Euro 2024, Germany-Scotland. Ukraine head it over the bar. Oh, I've just seen the offside. Yes, it is offside. It is offside, to be fair. It really didn't look it. I'm glad I've seen it back. I'm glad there is very much an image that shows that it was offside. Because I tell you what, that did not look it without the lines. That did not look it one bit. Iceland always threatening when they get the ball. They've not held much of it, but when they get it, they're very much the more threatening of the two sides. Wales have got a chance from a free kick as well. About 40 yards from goal, they're going to whip it in. Looking for the head of Kiefer Moore, no doubt. Just waiting for that to go. Waiting for that to come in. Here we go now, 2 arms raised. It's whipped in. It's one. Oh, it's off the bar. They picked out Kiefer Moore. That's what they were hoping to do. I think Szczesny gets a touch. I think he pushes it onto the crossbar. Kiefer Moore with the header. Yep. I think Szczesny tips it onto the bar and over. It's going to be a corner to Wales. But they have looked frightening from set pieces in this game, Wales. That's now a disallowed goal and off the bar for them from set pieces. It's whipped in again from the corner. This time it's headed away. And I tell you what, if Wales go on to lose this match, they've had some chances, it has to be said. Poland not turned up yet. Wales are going for the long throw. Connor Roberts going for it. Donning a lovely moustache, it must be said. It's thrown in very flat. It's carnage in there, but it's managed to just about be cleared. Wales are starting to believe here in Cardiff. Cross comes in. And there's a little bit of a collision there between Szczesny and Ben Davies. And that's going to be a foul for Poland, ending that attack. Wow. Wow. Group D is going to be an interesting one, isn't it? Both France and the Netherlands. It's not quite the Netherlands of, 10, 12 years ago. It's not quite the same team. But there's still quality there. Ukraine are in behind. It's going to be another corner for them, the third of the second half for them. That's going to be interesting. And I think Austria are good. Austria have a good team on paper. They haven't necessarily shown it a lot in recent international tournaments. But, when up to 3 teams can go through in the group, they've just got to pick up one win. Kiefer Moore has just won a free kick for Wales. Porosky has been booked. Ukraine, half chance, cleared by Iceland. Iceland need to get a foot in on this game. Need to get a foot in on this game. Ukraine with another ball into the box. It clears everyone. But Iceland just needs to keep the ball for 5 minutes. They can't be defending like this for the next 45 minutes. It's back in again. And again, just about headed away. It will come in again from Ukraine and again from Ukraine. And they're sloppily giving it away this time. And Iceland have won the free kick. That lets them away with it. Wow. The intensity for the second half feels a little bit greater. A little bit greater from both nations. From both games, should I say. Ukraine really pushing. Wales really pushing. Poland not turned up yet. Lewandowski ghosting. He's not really seen the ball, to be fair, Lewandowski. I'm going to have a quick look to see how many touches he's had in this match. It can't be many. He's had 22 touches of the ball, which, to be fair, is actually more than I'd have thought. So that doesn't prove my point at all. I should never have looked. You all would have taken me at my word. Ukraine again coming forward. Mudryk. Ball across. Oh, I don't know. I think it might have been Sudakov. Slipped twice trying to retrieve the ball. Mudryk looked very tasty there. He looks like he's got stronger. Iceland actually now into the box. Oh, the cutback goes to no one, but that is the threat that they have on the counter. Ukraine coming away with the ball again. They're going to have a chance here. Ukraine with a shot. It's 1-1. And there's no doubts about that one. That one's going to count. It's Sigankov. I think that's how we say it. Sigankov with it. He picked up the ball on the right-hand side. He comes in. Iceland slow to get out to him. It has to be said, slow to get out of him. They let him come inside. And he has options. Iceland just got caught up the pitch there. They had that counter. They did not have men back in abundance. And he's come inside and he's struck the ball into the bottom corner. And we are level here in Poland between Ukraine and Iceland. Let me update the score on the stream. 1-1. It reads both games now in the balance. Iceland gonna have to come again. It's going to be tricky for them. They're going to have to come again. Can they do it? Ukraine, it has to be said, like I've said a few times now, started this second half off fantastically well. Just what they would have hoped for. Poland are into the box at the minute as well. Rodon's across to deal with it though. Wow. Hell of a moment for Ukraine. Hell of a moment. Here we go again. Iceland this time on the attack. Again, getting Gudmundsson into the game is literally their best hope. Ball into the box, going nowhere. He's been absolutely... He's scary. Every time he gets the ball, Gudmundsson, you think something's going to happen here. He's so lively. He's in the form of his life. Double figures this season in the Serie A with Genoa. And it's heating up here. It's heating up. It is heating up. Another yellow card in the Wales-Poland game. I think that's gone to... Has it gone to James, is it? Yeah, Jordan James, the young Birmingham City midfielder's booked. Deserved, it has to be said. Very late. Very late, chat. And again, and if you're not unaware, Georgia today beat Greece in Tbilisi. Tbilisi? I think that's how you pronounce their capital. To head to Euro 2024. They won it on penalties in the capital. They're in the group alongside Turkey, Portugal, and the Czech Republic. Which is a really good group, by the way. Really good group. Really excited to see what Georgia can do there. Be amazing if they can pick up a win. I myself am heading to Euro 2024, so I'm really hoping I can meet some Georgian fans and speak to them. It's obviously been quite a difficult time for their country at the minute as well. A little bit of uncertainty in the region. Don't want to get too much into that, but definitely some uncertainty. So a really massive moment for them. How have Wales been playing? Well, to be fair. Chance for Ukraine! It's just about out. Wales have been much the better team against Poland. They're very unlucky not to be ahead. Very, very unlucky not to be ahead. Poland with a chance though, whipping the ball in. Strike from distance deflects out for a corner. Yeah, Poland have been very poor. Great that Georgia won, but kind of sad we didn't get Greece-Turkey. Indeed, that could have been tasty, to say the least. That could have been a little bit of fireworks. And a rematch of Greece-Czech Republic, which is obviously the semi-final at Euro 2004. And a rematch of Greece versus Portugal, of course. I don't know why that didn't come into my head. First, Poland with a good headed opportunity there for Robert Lewandowski. Just gets underneath it. Heads it over. Half a chance. First time Poland have really threatened there. And I tell you what, you'd have wanted it to fall to Robert Lewandowski, and it did. But he's absolutely spurned it. He's headed it so far over. We're very much poised here. We're very much poised in the balance. It feels like it's all becoming very real now. It's all becoming very real now for the nations. Szczesny just came about 40 yards out of his goal. Nearly got it all wrong, to be honest. And has completely dived. As Szczesny's just done one of the worst dives you'll ever see, but because he's a goalkeeper, he gets away with it, obviously. Szczesny, obviously a penalty hero at the 2022 World Cup. Been around a long time now, Wojciech. Ukraine in the box again. Mudryk fires high, wide. Mudryk looks dangerous, though. Ukraine look threatening in attack. Yaremchuk's obviously got the goal. Sudakov looks very nice. They look threatening. Lewa for Poland is a glorified Kevin Prince Boateng. Yeah, very good. Very good. It's absolutely, it's hard to argue, isn't it? You know, it's hard to argue. Lewandowski has never quite delivered for Poland at the international level. And I think it's a shame because obviously there's been, I think it's the same really for obviously Benzema, but obviously for very different reasons. Those two great strikers never really done it on the international stage. It's a bit of a shame. No German by any chance? No, I think it's fair to say. Obviously, I lived in Germany for a little while. For a couple of reasons, I was unable to take a language course while I was out there, which I was meant to do. I know conversational basic German. I could speak to the person in the supermarket and ask for a bag or whatever. But I wouldn't say I can speak German, though. I think that would be very disingenuous to say so. But I'd love to. I'd love to carry on learning. I love the region. I love going to Germany and to Austria. I love it. So I'd love to be able to speak the language. Maybe one day. Zinchenko is being readied for Ukraine. He's going to be coming off the bench very soon. We did wonder when we'd see Zinchenko. It looks like now is the time. Alexander Zinchenko struggled with injuries this season. Struggled to get fit. Probably why he's not starting tonight. But if there's someone who evokes the warrior spirit, it's Alexander Zinchenko. Benzema was good for France before everything happened, indeed. But yeah, obviously it did happen, and he's missed out on the World Cup because of it, and potentially the Euros as well. You know, France probably should have won in 2016, but they didn't. So would it have been different if Benzema had been there? Who knows? Who's looking more likely to score in each game just back from work? Welcome, Gordon. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Between Wales and Poland, 100% Wales. They've been far the better team. They've had a disallowed goal at the end of the first half, which was very, very slightly offside. They're unlucky not to be ahead. It has to be said, Poland not really turned up yet. And in the other match, Ukraine-Iceland, Iceland were excellent in the first half and went ahead through a fantastic goal through Gudmundsson. But the second half, Ukraine have been good, really good. They've got their goal back to level it, and they probably look the more likely to grab the winner at this stage. But it's all to play for. There's still half an hour left in both games. We're potentially going to get extra time as well. Who knows? Who knows? Zinchenko's entering the pitch now for Ukraine. Malinovsky's come off. Not been his night, Malinovsky. He's been frustrated. Got booked early in the first half. He's cut a very frustrated figure. It's not quite happened for him. And Zinchenko comes on now. A man who, if nothing else, it has to be said, absolutely loves his country. He's a very proud Ukrainian, is Alexander. We shall see. We shall see, chat. Again, if you are watching and you are enjoying and you wouldn't mind leaving a like on the stream, that would be really much appreciated. Just if you want to. You don't have to, but it would be very much appreciated. Thank you all for coming along. I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're finding this fun. We may do this again. It's had a good reaction. This is a test stream more than anything else. So yeah, it's been good fun. I think we've enjoyed it so far, and we're still waiting to see who the winners are. We've obviously already had the excitement of Georgia qualifying. Georgia beat Greece this evening to qualify for Euro 2024, as you can see on the screen there in Group F. So yeah, cheers. I have a Ukrainian friend I know who'll be literally screaming at the telly watching this. I watched Italy, Ukraine 11, had to wear earplugs. Yeah, that's fantastic. They're a very proud people, the Ukrainians. Very proud people. And they were unlucky as well in that Italy game. They did play well. I did watch. They were unlucky not to get that penalty at the end as well. That could have changed everything. Yeah, I would say Ukraine are probably in the ascendancy. But Iceland carry a threat on the break. Ooh, that was half a chance again there for Poland. They're just starting to creep into the match. Just starting to creep into the match against Wales. Ball whipped in there. It just fell. I'm not sure. I think it fell to, to Jakub Kivior. It just fell to him in the penalty area, and he saw it too late. It just bounced off him and went over. And Wales just needing a little bit of a wake-up call at the moment. They've been the team that have been in the ascendancy. They've been the better team throughout the match. The scoreline doesn't reflect it. They've got to keep going. They keep looking for Kiefer Moore on the attack as well. And to be fair, the bloke just wins every header, doesn't he? He just does. You have to rate it, really. You have to rate it. Donetsk people are extra prideful about their city. Which city citizens in England would you consider to be the most proud of the city? Probably Liverpool, I'd say. Essex. I'm from Essex. There's no way. Half a chance again for Poland. Just goes begging. Hello from Argentina. Hello from England. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Thank you for coming along. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I'd say probably Liverpool. English people as a whole are a little bit can be a little bit down on their city, on their or just on their country as a whole. Really, we show pride in a little bit of a different way. I feel like. A little bit of a different way. Love your videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That's really nice of you to say. As an Irishman, that makes sense. Yeah. I bet it does. Amazing country, Ireland. Oh, again. Poland just almost getting a chance. Or United fans. Yeah, but United fans are mostly from London, aren't they? Mudryk again, running at the Iceland defence, gets the ball in. It's cleared away quite easily. He's going to get a second bite of the cherry, though. This time pulls it back. Sudakov. Ukraine here. Looking for something. Not quite happening. Not quite happening. Oh, they're going to get a free kick on the edge of the box. Mikalenko getting fouled. That's going to be half a chance for Ukraine here. Oh, and it's never a free kick either. Mikalenko takes a terrible touch and throws himself to the ground, gets a free kick. Very fortunate. Mudryk starting to look the player that everyone thought he would be, I think. He's looking stronger, isn't he? Mudryk. He's definitely been the danger man in this game, alongside Sudakov. It's going to be Sudakov over the free kick as well. He steps up. Ooh, it's pushed over. And half a chance as well for Wales as I look over at the other screen. Kiefer Moore heading straight at Szczesny. Yeah, not the greatest free kick by Sudakov. Probably should have been caught. But he pushes it over. Probably should have been caught. Crane corner's pushed out. Wales are in the area here. Harry Wilson just trying to find the pass. Couldn't manage it. It's offside though. Just coming up to 20 minutes left of normal time. Ukraine chance across the goal. They're appealing for a penalty, Ukraine. I'm not seeing it myself. I think it's... I can't even see who that was, to be quite fair. He went down. Bradsko, maybe? I think he might... I'm very unsure here. Yeah, no idea. Someone went down very half-heartedly. It was Yaremchuk. Very half-heartedly, it have to be said. Never going to be a penalty, that one. Never going to be. While you're here as well, if anyone's got any ideas for videos they'd like to see on the channel, please feel free to let me know. I always take down suggestions. Most of the videos that I've done have been suggestions of people in the comments. I'm always up for hearing them. They always get put in the ideas bank. I have a lot of ideas, it has to be said at this point, but I'm always up for more. And things pique my interest at different times, so you never know when I'm going to do it. Obviously, we're going to be quite busy over the next few months with Euro 2024. But after, who knows? And again, if you didn't know, I am heading to Germany for Euro 2024 for a few days. So we'll definitely be doing some content while we're out there. Try and talk to some supporters, something like that. Let's see. Yeah, Ireland losing to Switzerland. It's not quite Ireland's time. Love to see something on the Bulgaria Golden Generation. Great idea. Great idea. Yeah, Stoichkov, obviously, hell of a footballer. It was Germany, I think they beat, wasn't it? It was Germany who they shocked, if I remember rightly. Again, obviously not really my generation, but I love watching those things back. It's always great telling those stories. I love telling the stories of the nations. I mean, just underdog stories as a whole, right? Just amazing. Just magical. Yeah, it was Germany they beat. Yeah. I thought so. Austria destroying Turkey, by the way. 4-1 up now. Croatia are back level against Egypt. Spain 2-1 up against Brazil. Dani Olmo with the goal for the second goal for Spain. Rodrigo with the goal for Brazil. Presume England are still behind as well against Belgium. If anyone's watching, are England playing well? I'm going to guess probably not. Going to guess they're probably not doing too well. Slovenia are beating Portugal as well. I think I said earlier, and I duly hope that I did, that at the moment my thinking is that Slovenia might get through the group in second. I hope someone remembered me saying that. Although no doubt I'll inevitably change my mind before then. Ukraine, good ball in. Good touch. Chance. It's wide. I'm not sure where it fell to. I think it was Mikalenko, actually. It was, yeah, it's Mikalenko. The ball was floated in. Back post. He takes the touchdown with his chest. He's just got to prod it past the keeper, but he also prods it past the post. Really good run. Oh, I think the keeper saves it, actually. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. It was just wide. It was just wide. But my. My. We're just heading up to about the 75th minute now. Both games in the balance. They obviously will both be going to extra time if we can't find a winner in the 90. And then potentially penalties. We had penalties earlier between Georgia and Greece. Georgia won. That's why they're in Group F. Amazing, unprecedented result for Georgia. It's going to be their first time at the Euros, at any international tournament for Georgia. Incredible. To beat the former winners, Greece, as well. Remarkable achievement for them. Fantastic. Fantastic. Ladies and gents. Here we go. Anyone got any outlandish Euros predictions at the present time? Is anyone predicting that Romania's going to go and win it all? Or maybe Albania's going to get to the final or something? I think Slovenia is probably my biggest one at the minute. But again, it's always hard to say at this point. Iceland coming forward down the left. Oh! Very, very nice effort by Thorn Steinson. Just dribbling the ball down the left, cuts inside and rifles it goalwards. And I tell you what, Lunin for a second wasn't sure. He couldn't be sure. He pushes it over the bar. Austria is my winner. I want to see Austria do well. Like, it does feel like they haven't performed as well as they perhaps could have done in recent international tournaments. Like, they've not been as good as Switzerland, but I feel like they definitely should have been. Iceland corner. It's out. It's going to be struck back in. And I tell you what, he put his foot through that. He did put his foot through that. It was Haraldsson who fired over. 15 minutes left of the 90 in both games. And I tell you what, it's anyone's game for both teams. It is anyone's game. Come on, Wales. They've certainly had their moments, Wales. They really should have got a goal, to be quite honest. Iceland are in. Oh, is it the side netting? It was a massive chance. It was a massive chance. Gone begging. Ukraine just gave the ball away in their defence. It was Haraldsson again. He turns his man inside out. And he's got to apply the finish and he hits the side net. And I'll tell you what, that was a hell of a moment for Iceland. And it's gone begging. They're going to get another corner. It must have taken a nick. Coming in now. It's headed away. And it's back in the box. Iceland keeping this alive here. A little bit of pressure for them now. But Lunin does well to come out and claim. I tell you what, I do wonder if we're going to see any late drama here. I do wonder. Or are we just going to go to extra time? Very difficult to see at this moment in time. Very difficult. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Very cagey between them both. It's obviously a massive game, isn't it? For both in both matches. It's going to be really interesting to see who comes out on top. Poland looking towards the bench. A couple of players coming on. Salomon and Piatek coming on. Piatek never really hit the heights, did he? That we hoped. Big shame on his career, really. Major opportunity. Major opportunity to come on and be a hero. Ukraine now coming forward. Swiderski coming off for Poland, by the way. He's been good in this match. Maybe a little bit fatigued as the game's gone on. Just a little. Just a little. Here we go then. Ukraine moving it nicely now. Crossing opportunity comes in. That's going to be easily dealt with. That's a poor cross. And it's cleared by Iceland. Wales looking to spring a counter. They've got the ball. Wide right. We're springing between games here. It's inside outside. I'm not sure it was. Not sure who that was, to be quite honest. Heard the news that Germany is switching to Nike after the World Cup. I haven't. That's genuinely quite remarkable, actually. If you don't know, you don't know. But if you do, yeah, that's kind of strange. Ooh, just for a second, it looked like that ball was going to fall right to the feet of whichever Welsh player that was. Is it Dan James? Yeah, Dan James. Just for a second, it looked like the ball was about to fit, and a strike from Iceland goes over the bar at the same time. We are switching back and forward at the moment between games. Left and right, left and right. I'd be laughing if I had a lazy eye. We are. Yeah, that's kind of mad. Adidas is just sort of simultaneous. Simultaneous? Synonymous. That's the word I was looking for. With Germany. Adidas tried to pay less. That's business for you. Maybe they can do a flag for Germany that's purple or something. Let's not get into it. They can put that on the collar. It was actually quite the moment when England switched from Umbro to Nike. It was about 10 years ago now, but it was quite talked about when it happened. Ten minutes left of normal time in both matches. I mean, it looks almost set that we're going to extra time. Possibly penalties. We could have a hell of an ending to the stream on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Who knows? The pre-tournament England meltdown, indeed. Over a flag on a collar. It's better that. No doubt someone will get injured just before. Ukraine opportunity here. Mudryk with a strike. He scored! Mudryk has got his moment. It's fantastic. It's a great goal. Ukraine knocking it about on the edge of the area. They just lay it off to Mudryk. And he struck into the bottom corner. It's fantastic. 10 minutes to go. Iceland are going to have to respond. And I've said it all night. If anyone was going to do it for Ukraine tonight, it's been Mudryk. He's been the danger man all night. He just there, cut in from the left, come into the middle, just drifted in, unmarked, and he's fired it straight into the bottom corner. And just as Ukraine did last week against Bosnia, they've come from 1-0 down, and they're now 2-1 up. I'm just rewatching the goal again. It really is a fantastic one. It's Sudakov again, who I've said as well, as alongside Mudryk, have been the two best players on the pitch. Sudakov just lays it off to Mudryk. And the shot, first time, straight into the bottom corner. Icelandic keeper doesn't really see it. I'm quite sad that German fans are raging hard because of the switch rather than being open-minded to something new. It's fair, isn't it? It's fair. What a comeback from Ukraine. Absolutely. Absolutely. 5 minutes left of normal time. We're going to obviously have some injury time in that match. But Ukraine are so close now to heading to Euro 2024. Still no goals, obviously, between Wales and Poland. It's all over this case. Surely Ukraine have seen themselves through now. Who knows? Iceland have been threatening on the counter all night. It has to be said, all night. So there is still chance for them. Gudmundsson is the man as well if they can get the ball to him. Iceland are ready in 2 changes. Ellertson and I'm not sure who the other one is. Anderson. I can't say I'm too aware of either of those 2 players, it has to be said. Adidas all night. Just want the away kit to be green again. Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. The green away shirt for Germany. Iconic. The country, which country is your favourite to win it? I think it has to be England, and I hate saying that because I don't want to jinx it at all. I think England are my favourites. But also, France are in the mix. I think Portugal are in the mix. Zinchenko rallying the crowd, by the way. Unbelievable scenes. And my dark horses at the minute, and it might change, but at the minute are Slovenia, who are 2-0 up, by the way, against Portugal. And I want everyone to know that I said this before they started beating Portugal. That I've got a feeling I like this Slovenia team. I've been to Slovenia as well. It's a lovely country. Big fan. Big fan. I love the 2014 red away shirt. Yeah, that's because all I see, that red away shirt of Germany, Schürrle, Brazil 1, Germany 7, and I just see him. More than I see Muller or Özil or Khedira or anyone like that. I see Andre Schürrle. England have a great squad, but not a great team. I think that's it. That could definitely be. We'll see. I think people are getting a little bit carried away by the last couple of England results. Obviously tonight against Belgium and against Brazil. There's work to be done, but it's been a nightmare window for England. All the injuries have been terrible. It's no surprise that England are playing disjointed. The 7-1 will never be forgot. It is just the football result that will never be forgotten. It's been 10 years. It's still referenced all the time. 7-1 in a World Cup semi-final. In your home World Cup, when you're the favourites. I wonder how different it would have been had Thiago Silva had played. Because obviously David Luiz took the captaincy that night. And I tell you what, I would not have David Luiz down as a captain. Really fun player, David Luiz, but a captain in that sort of moment, I think, was problematic. Yellow card being shown to Iceland. Temper's getting a bit flary now. They've got to keep level heads. They've got to create one more chance, at least Iceland. They're heading into the 90th minute now. We're just about to see how much injury time there's going to be. Just waiting to see how much injury time there's going to be. It's not coming up on the scoreboard yet. Oh, it's only 3 minutes. Iceland needs to get a move on. They're about to head out. People still talk about 1950, which is 74 years ago. So everyone will be remembered the same in 64 years. 100%. 100% people still talk about those moments. Do you think the controversy is happening with the Turkish Super League right now? I don't know too much about it. I know there's obviously been issues with some of the fixtures. Poland with an effort that goes wide. It was Lewandowski. Half a chance. Do I think it will have effect hosting the Euros? No. I think it'll be fine. Turkey have waited for this moment for so long, as seen in, like, obviously I've just done the video about it. I think they'll get it right. Thiago Silva retired from the national team. He has now, yeah. He has now. I believe, anyway. I don't know if he's going to want to come back. It's obviously the Copa America in the summer as well, isn't it? Hell of a summer for football. Euros, Copa America, and then the Olympics. The Olympics can be a bit of fun. A minute and a half left between Ukraine and Iceland. Can Iceland find one more attack? I don't think so, but we shall see. They've got the ball in their own half, Iceland. There's only really going to be chance for one more attack, you feel like. They're looking to pump it long. Ukraine head it away. A minute left in this one. Ukraine less than 60 seconds away from Euro 2024. They will be heading into Group E alongside Belgium, Slovakia and Romania. If they can hang on another 45 seconds, Iceland pump it long. It's up in the air. But Ukraine just about do enough. They've cleared it. Wales in the other game are on the attack. Kiefer Moore with a header down. Nothing happening there. Iceland, 30 seconds left, on the edge of the area, looking to get a ball in. They need to get the ball into the box here, Iceland. Oh, it's still bobbling around in the box. Crossed in. It's just about dealt with. And it's a free kick to Ukraine. Oh, that was nervy time. That was a nervy moment for Ukraine. I think they've just about done enough. Wow. Wow. They are ready to celebrate now. If Ukraine win, I think they might have a Cinderella run in the Euros. They certainly could do. The momentum will be with them. God, just for a moment, that was a little bit dicey for Ukraine, but I think they're going to have done enough here. I think on the balance of play, Ukraine have probably deserved it. They were not so good in the first half, but far better in the second. And that's it. Ukraine are heading to Euro 2024. They will be joining Belgium, Slovakia and Romania in Group E. They have come from behind in this one. Mikhailo Mudryk, the match winner and the man of the match as well, it has to be said. Brilliant performance from him, really come alive in this. Sudakov as well, really good. And Ukraine are going to the Euros. Wow. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. We have our second team. Do a video on the creation of the World Cup? Yeah, absolutely. It's a really interesting story as well. I only know bits of it, but I know the whole thing was to do with the Olympics, and there was football at the Olympics, and Uruguay was dominating it. They won at the 1924 and 1928 Olympics. So, and then they obviously went and won the first World Cup. But yeah, well, I'll see if I can throw some text on the screen. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can just write Ukraine somewhere on here. Let's fit that to size. Yeah, that looks fine, doesn't it? That looks terrible. But at least he gets the point across. Ukraine have won. For the record, Wales and Poland has finished as well. It's heading to extra time. So we're not done here, chat. Stick with me. We've got another 30 minutes of football, potentially penalties as well. Yeah, Ukraine have had justice after Italy robbed them last November. I have to say, I think I agree. I think in that match, they should have had that penalty. They should have had the penalty. But they've got their moment now. They won't care now. They're heading to the Euros. And I tell you what, would you rather have it? Would you rather be Italy and have Group B, or would you rather be Ukraine and have their group? I think you'd rather have. I think you'd rather have Ukraine's group. So in the end, they've probably got the better side of the draw. Yeah. Oh my word. Right, hang on. Let's try and do that. Why can't I resize this? I'm trying to make it better, chat, but I might be making it worse. Let's grab the text to make that a bit smaller. God, I'm insane, ain't I? You've never seen a streamer quite like this. England last minute equaliser. It's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. Jude Bellingham, hello. Right, that's like the best I can do, I think. That's terrible, isn't it? That's terrible. I can at least get it the right colour anyway. Yeah, there we go. Let's get it the right colour. Yeah, man. Jude Bellingham, last minute equaliser. England are going to win it all. Oh my! What Ukraine are doing? Ukraine are doing the Viking Club when they've just beat Iceland. I mean, that's disrespectful, isn't it? That is disrespectful, isn't it? That is incredibly disrespectful. Zinchenko is lapping it up. He was born for moments like this. Ukraine somewhat blessing in disguise. These players have been full of adrenaline for them. Exactly, and sometimes momentum carries you, doesn't it? You know, these moments change things. Like, I mean, look at the Ivory Coast at AFCON. These moments sort of carry you. One goal from open play for England in 2 matches. Southgate celebrating the equaliser. You can't blame him for that, can you? That was a big moment for him. How was the performance as a whole for England, though? Obviously, as you can see, I've not seen it. I've not been watching. Ukraine are walking around the pitch, celebrating. Mudrik's the hero of tonight. Has to be said. It's a shame that Norway didn't qualify knowing the players they have. Indeed, it would have been really good to see him there, but realistically speaking, they've only got themselves to blame. They should be doing better with that type of team. But it's been disappointing as a whole for the Nordic countries, for Scandinavia. No Norway, no Sweden, no Finland. Maybe Finland you'd expect less, but Norway and Sweden, not there. Not there. Not there. Oh, I wonder if I can. I'm going to try and fix this. Oh! I might have fixed it. Just had a little brainwave. Oh, we are so back, chat. Look at that. Norway hardly ever qualify for anything. They don't. Wales is back underway for extra time now, so We shall see what happens there. I'm going to have a quick look to see when the last time Norway qualified for anything was. I can't really remember off the top of my head. Euro 2000 was the last time Norway were at an international tournament 24 years ago. They've got to break that. They have to make it at Euro 2028. And they should definitely be in the running for qualifying for the World Cup as well. Right, let's move some of my stuff around now. I can make the Wales game full screen. Right. Yeah, last time Euro 2000. That's incredible, isn't it? And they got the 1998 World Cup as well. Yeah, they've got to be one of the nations that's underperformed the most. 100%. 3 World Cups in their existence. And 1 Euros. That's a terrible record. That's a terrible record. Right, sorry, I'm just resizing the chat. Yeah, made it to the 98 World Cup, but yeah. That's odd. And you'd have had them down to qualify for this. Imagine if you'd have said before the qualifying that Georgia would make it, but Norway wouldn't. And Albania as well. Incredible. Long throwing for Wales, causing problems. Just about dealt with, though, for Poland. A win against Brazil in '98 must still be a national pride for them. It is, as well as what's this Norway? When Norway beat England in the 1980s, and their commentator did a really famous monologue where he started saying, "Winston Churchill, Maggie Thatcher, your boys took a hell of a beating." You can find it on YouTube after the stream. It's really entertaining. There's got to be more moments for Norway though to come. Got to be. You've got to expect they're going to be appearing at a tournament soon. Who's been the better team so far, Wales or Poland? Wales have been. They've had a disallowed goal, hit the crossbar as well. Poland have come into the game more as the game's gone on, but have not really created anything massive. Lewandowski has been a little bit disappointing, it has to be said. Long ball forward causing a couple of problems there for Wales, but they've just about done it. They've just about done it. I'm thinking if I can get the... I can't be bothered to do it. Oh, actually, I know what I can do. Change that full time. Oh, I'm good. I am good. Free kick for Wales, about 25 yards out here. So they've got Harry Wilson on the pitch. He's probably going to be favourite to take it. He's known for being able to take a good free kick. Won the foul as well. So good opportunity for Wales. If it goes to penalties, would you fancy Wales or Poland? Probably Wales. They seem to have this sort of aura around them, Wales, don't they, in moments like this? And obviously Lewandowski infamously missed the penalty against Mexico at the World Cup. This is his last hurrah as well, Lewandowski. If there's going to be a moment when he's going to deliver for Wales, it needs to be now. It needs to be now. He's got to get them there. Harry Wilson over the free kick. About to step up. There is not long left. Well, there is. I don't know why I've just said that. Wales free kick then. Come on. Harry Wilson standing over it. We're in the 95th minute of extra time. Heading into the 96th. He steps up. Straight into the wall. I gave that far too much for a build-up. Probably Poland would win. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's hard to say, isn't it? This is a bit of a different Wales side now than it was like Euro 2016. Obviously, Ramsey and Bale are gone. Their time is up. Bale's put golf ahead of football. It'll be a good achievement. Good luck to we've seen. They're going to need it for Group D. Absolutely. I mean, look at Group D. France and the Netherlands, and then Austria as well. Austria got some good players. Got some very good players. Never quite done it in recent years at international level. Austria. So, we'll see. And it's not the best Netherlands squad in the world. It's not as good as we have seen in the past, but it's going to be really hard for Poland or Wales. Ball given away again. Ooh. Mepham goes into the book. Poor tackle from him. No need to make it either. Even though you expect Lewandowski to carry his team, he's old now. Yeah, it's incredibly fair. Milic, yeah. I mean, there was obviously a few Polish strikers that you sort of thought would help. He has had to be the one really to pin your hopes on. Kiefer Moore has been a pain in the Polish defences. Arse all night. It has to be said. He's just won another free kick there. He's been doing it all night. Chat, for the final time this evening, I've been live for about 2.5 hours. If you haven't already and you wouldn't mind doing so, if you're enjoying the stream, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you're not already subscribed, that would be really handy if you would subscribe. I'm sure most of you probably are if you're finding this stream. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, that'd be really appreciated. Maybe we'll look to do some of this stuff again. The feedback's been really good. It's been really good getting to speak with a lot of the people I see in the comments and stuff like that. So, Wales chance! The ball came across. Szczesny parried it out. It looked like it might drop to a Wales striker. It didn't, but it could have done. But yeah, it's been a really enjoyable evening doing this, and maybe we'll look to do it again for another maybe some of the matches at the Euros, maybe something else. Who knows? Let me know. Zaleski coming forward now for Poland though. So strike. Ooh, that was close. I'm not sure it was who took the strike, but 25 yards from goal, rifles it towards. It's just gone the other side of the post. There. It's Petrowski with a shot. It was close, that. It was close, that. That would be fun. Yeah, I think it would be fun. Maybe like obviously I watch I do watch the football with my family and things like that, so I wouldn't want to commit to doing it for every match or anything like that. But maybe some of the at 2 p.m. kickoffs and stuff like that, some of the lesser games. Or just hang out in here, do a little watch along and enjoy it together. Something like that we can look forward to. Obviously, for those who don't know, I'm also heading out to Germany to do a few days for the Euros, so I'll be doing some content out there as well, which will be good fun. Yeah. But yeah, we'll definitely do some stuff like this again. I feel like it's been really enjoyable. Very much enjoyable. I have just knocked the mic though. My apologies if that made a sound. I did not mean to do that. That was professional, wasn't it? So we're just heading into the 101st minute. Four minutes to go to the break. Suggestion for future video Montserrat's rise from world's worst team to where they are now. I don't know where they are now. That sounds good. Like that does sound like a Into the Fray video. But I can't say I know too much, to be honest, Gordon. At this present time, I'll have to do some research into that. That sounds interesting. I'll definitely look into that. So thank you very much for the suggestion. But I can honestly say at the moment I'm utterly clueless on Montserrat. Oh, nice little flick by Poland there. Lewandowski's got the ball on the edge of the area. He's just had to turn backwards towards his own goal to hold the ball up. Ball's going to come in now. A little bit behind Lewandowski again. It's going to be cleared. Both nations running a little bit out of steam, it has to be said here. Just a couple minutes to the break. Can either nation find a winner? They're ranked 176. Fair enough, that's quite a chance of key for more. Oh, it's blocked. It's blocked. Just for a second, he saw the goal. His eyes lit up. It's a good block, good recovery, defending. Ranked 176. Yeah, that is a fairly big rise. I'm quite interested in doing a video on Mauritania, who won their first ever match at AFCON, when just 15 years ago they could barely even get a team together, which is a really interesting story. And the FIFA Forward program, which aims to develop infrastructure in these developing nations. It's been their biggest success story, really, what's happened in Mauritania. So that's something that I'm considering doing at some point. Although, again, my videos on those sort of topics haven't always gone down as well. The views on my channel have been really... they fluctuate. Like the last video I did has been the worst performing video, really. If you haven't seen it already, feel free to check it out after the stream. I really like it. But yeah, the video on Turkey has not done too well. But it's really hard to gauge. But we shall see. We shall see. They played in the other final in 2002 on the same day as the other more famous final. A lot of my Sunday League team played internationally for Montserrat. That's very cool. That is very cool. There's a little claim to fame there. If I ever do the video, and I'll get it on the ideas list for sure, I'll have to reach out to you and see if I can get an interview with him. That'd be fun. I'd like to do more. I'd like to do some more interview stuff with people like that. Weird ask my friends what they did over the weekend and saying they went to Papua New Guinea to play for San Marino. He was playing professional football in Ireland, but was getting no minutes, so he went to kick around, keep him sharp. Yeah, fair enough. Half time between Wales and Poland in extra time. 15 minutes to go. They're going to do a quick switch around. I myself am going to go to the toilet very quickly because I desperately need a wee. But I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. And I will be, again, very professional. And I shall bring up the thingy-bobby. 1 second, how do I do this? Professional. Back in just a mo. Just a mo. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. You forget how good even marginal pros are. I would describe his movement as floating with the ball. Couldn't even bring him down. He was that much better than us. Absolutely. It's always funny when you see people take the mick out of like Harry Maguire, for example, and then you think like he would absolutely destroy you. He would absolutely destroy everyone. You wouldn't be able to get the ball off him. He would be running rings around you. So it's always really funny when you see people, oh, he's terrible, he's this, he's that, he's rubbish. It's always very funny. Yeah, I played against a couple of guys who played at sort of non-league level, national league sort of level, and yeah, again, they're just unbelievable. Like they're just so much better than you. As a Peterborough fan, the quality of the football obviously isn't as good as international level or Champions League level, but yeah, you still get nowhere near. Still get absolutely nowhere near. We're back underway between Wales and Poland, by the way. We've just had the first minute. It does look set that we're going to get some extra time here. We shall see. What was the other full times in some of the friendlies we had tonight then? Obviously, England got the 2-2 draw. In terms of other teams heading to the Euros, Hungary beat Kosovo 2-0. Norway and Slovakia played out a 1-1 draw. Czech Republic came from 1-0 down against Armenia to win 2-1. That was nearly a bit of a bad one. Denmark beat the Faroe Islands 2-0. Romania lost 3-2 to Colombia. Austria beat Turkey 6-1. Half a chance of Brooks. It's cleared. Austria beat Turkey 6-1. That Group D could be spicy. Germany beat the Netherlands 2-1. What an international break for Germany. There has been no confidence around Germany at all. Everyone's been really, really down on Germany. They're not very good. They're this, they're that. And I tell you what, they've just given everyone a reason to start fearing them. You've got to look at their group. They've got a fantastic group, really. They couldn't really have asked for much better than that, could they? You'd be expecting that they're going to win that group. without hopefully expending too much energy. If they can get through in, second, third gear, they're going to be dangerous. And home crowds, yeah, you can't count Germany out at all. Chance of Poland headed wide. Switzerland beat Ireland 1-0. Scotland lost at home to Northern Ireland 1-0. Slovenia beat Portugal 2-0. What a result. Croatia have won 4-1 away at Egypt. France have beat Chile 3-2. Spain and Brazil is still currently 2-2. That's got about 20 minutes left in that one. Endrick scored again for Brazil. This guy, man, Endrick, he's going to be special, isn't he? I wouldn't be surprised if Germany won. Honestly, no, and I didn't think I'd be saying that a few months ago. Do you remember last year when they lost to Japan? And everyone was sort of saying, oh, they're rubbish. They lost 4-1 at home to Japan, but they've got a nice balance to their side. And they've got different profiles that can make it interesting. Obviously, the likes of Kai Havertz can play in different positions. So they've got half a chance, 100%. And obviously, they've been boosted by the fact that Tony Kroos is going to be playing. So that's really handy for them. Euros, I mean, yeah, 100%. Yeah. They definitely can win the Euros. Spain's the one I think I'm most unsure on. Whether they've got a chance or not. You'd guess they've probably got a chance. They've got some good players, obviously Pedri and a lot of the young players, Pedri, Javi. It's interesting to know how they're going to do it. Whether the likes of Morata and Dani Olmo and people like that are going to play. It's hard to say. The team I'm most of especially of the big nations that I'm unsure about heading into it. Ball into the box of Poland. Ooh, tried a nice little flick. Probably not the time to do it. We're going to have a corner here for Poland. The clock is running down. There's not going to be many more chances in this one to win it. It's Szymanski to take the corner. Just 9 minutes left before we head to penalties. Can we find a winner? Whips it in. It's one. It's loops up in the air. Ward has come out and punched it. Wales have a chance to break, but not with a pass like that. They're not. It looks like we're going to be getting penalties. I'm really stuck on who's on top in this match. I think Poland have probably come into it more. They've been the better team in extra time. Wales were the better team in the 90, but I think Poland have been stronger in extra time. But they've not really created too much, to be fair. David Brooks has come off. Nathan Broadhead has come on. Obviously great to see Brooks in the side. Just 7.5 minutes remaining. folks. We are about to head to extra time. It's about to get spicy. Stick with me. Stick with me, chat. We're gonna go crazy in here tonight. Fingers crossed. Poland coming forward with it now. Left-hand side, Jakub Kiwior on the ball. Really started coming alive at Arsenal, hasn't he? Are Poland going to get the ball in here or not? They are. They cross the ball in. That's easy to defend. The crossing tonight from Poland has not been of a good standard. Wales have managed to. I mean, it probably helps when you've got a beanpole like Kiefer Moore to aim at. But Poland have not created many chances from crosses, it has to be said. Oh, and that's really poor. They've wasted an opportunity for an attack there. Here before this man gets popular. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you to say. It's really odd hearing things like that. Obviously, it's lovely, but I do feel like an imposter doing this type of stuff. So, yeah, it's really appreciated saying things like that. Thank you so much. Six minutes remaining before Wales and Poland head to penalties. The winner of which will be our final team heading to Euro 2024. They'll be going into Group D, as you can see in the top right. Yeah, alongside Netherlands, Austria, and France. It's going to be a hell of a group. Whichever nation gets there. You make good content, agreed. Oh, stop it. What's going on? That's too kind. Anyway, everyone's going to think I'm paying you. Stop making it so obvious. No, thank you so much. Hopefully I can keep doing. Hopefully I can make some keep making better stuff. Keep improving. Thank you, Jeremy, as well. Appreciate that. Content's really entertaining. Thank you so much. I really enjoy making the videos. I love it, to be honest. I really enjoy doing it. So to have an audience of regular people that I see in the comments and things like that, it's fantastic. Croatia videos were fantastic, mate. Thank you so much. Love that series. Probably the thing I'm most proud of in terms of the channel so far. I love doing that series. It was fantastic. Best video essays in the footy scene. Oh, that's really kind. I don't know if that's true. That's really kind of you to say. Hopefully one day they will be. I'm trying to get better all the time. I obviously have a full-time job alongside this. Trying to learn to edit and find the time to record and things like that is always really it's always really difficult for me to find time. And it requires a lot of hard work. I'm trying to improve the both the quantity and the quality, and hopefully you'll continue to see that. But when do we get our cut? Indeed. You make amazing videos. Watch all of them more than once. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I honestly, when I first started making these videos, I could never have imagined having an audience of this size. Truthfully, I know obviously these are small numbers by most people's standards, but I actually never could have imagined having loyal viewers like this. And it's really nice, and I love seeing you all in the comments. I you know, if you see the comments in my videos, I reply to pretty much all of them because I'm just so grateful, and I love having this community. I'd love to keep building this community. I think longer term, it'd be great to sort of have a Discord and things like that. That'd be really fun to talk about this type of content, because I think this is a bit of a niche. So yeah. I just saw you only have 2.2k subs. Just assumed you had over 100k. The quality is so good. Thank you so much, Joanne. That's incredibly kind. You more than 500k. Yeah, this is silly. You are making me blush. It's really kind. It's means a lot. You know, I was up working at 7 a.m. this morning. I've had this full day. I'm now back here doing this, so it means a lot to get these comments. It does make me does make me want to continue. And I'd love for this to be my job. I really would. I really would. But we've got to improve first. We've got to keep improving first. We've got to up the numbers. But we'll see. And I'm not going to chase views either. I want to make stuff of quality. I want to make stuff I'm proud of. You're not going to start seeing me pulling faces in the thumbnail and things like that to just chase views. I'm going to keep doing it my way, and we'll see where it takes us. But thank you all so much for being here. Yes, make a Discord. Absolutely. Eventually, yes. That would be fantastic. I'd love to have a Discord. I think already we have a really good community. I think we're seeing this tonight. The chat's been fantastic all evening. It's been consistent chat. It's been brilliant. So, yeah, 100% Discord is on the agenda at some point. Fair play, a good stream. Thank you so much, Gordon. It's been really good. Really, really good having you all there. It's been a great night. And you've all been incredibly kind. Follow your heart, indeed. That is exactly what I'm doing. I want to do things my own way. And I don't want to sell out, so I've already had a couple of offers and stuff like that of some very sketchy brand deals that I've not taken. So, yeah, don't worry about that. So, dibs on being the first member. There is channel membership available if you want to do so, but it's not available. But yeah, I know you're talking about the Discord, but yeah, one day. Anyway, back to the football. Let's not have the attention on me. This is about the football. This is about Wales and Poland, two nations aiming to reach Euro 2024. Massive, massive opportunity for both nations to make it. We are less than 1 minute away from penalties here. Well, can there be one last attack? It's Poland on the ball. Team approaching you. I wouldn't. Yeah. I don't know if I'd do that one either, to be honest. So I need to see what's happening with TV first before we do a brown deal. Chris Mepham's just been sent off. He's got a second yellow. He's absolutely dumbfounded by it. If Wales qualify, he's going to be missing the first game. Wow. That was a very soft second yellow, it has to be said. He's utterly shocked, to say the least. I'm going to watch it back now. No, it's never a yellow card. I don't even think it's a foul. No, he's won the ball. That's incredibly unlucky. If Wales qualify, Chris Mepham will be missing the opening game. And it looks like we are heading for penalties. I will say I'm on a slight delay, so if we could, if we are watching at home, if we could not spoil it in the chat just beforehand, because I'm watching this on a live stream on Viaplay. So you may be a little bit more up to date than I am. But Poland, last chance from the free kick. It's headed away. We are going to penalties, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Yes, we've already had one set of penalties today between Georgia and Greece. Georgia obviously won that one. They are heading into Group F. And now we have Poland and Wales. Wouldn't he be suspended for a club game? No, he wouldn't. I'm pretty sure it will carry through to the Euros finals. Ridiculous decision, by the way. Ridiculous decision. But it's about to erupt here, ladies and gentlemen. We are closing in on the 3-hour mark. Your Confederations Cup video is goated, by the way. Thank you very much. I'd forgotten about that tournament, so I watched the vid. It was really cool learning all about the history about it. Yeah, it was really good. I'm not an expert, obviously. I used to watch the Confederations Cup, and I always really enjoyed it. But doing the research is always fantastic. You learn all about these things. It's brilliant. One of the things I really liked in the latest video about Turkey hosting is that the Turkish fans threw yogurt over the foreign ministers. That's fantastic. I love that story, and I love learning those things. It's really good, and then to be able to tell those stories and bring those stories to life is really enjoyable. You've been watching since the 2010 World Cup video. Wow, that's you must be very much an OG then. There wasn't a lot of people around then. I sort of got my break on the France video. I think was the one that blew up, wasn't it? That was a good video. Thank you so much. Who are we feeling on the pens? I'm going to go Poland. We shall see. Describe the first, but the Confederations Cup one I did, I think. I don't really subscribe to people. I think that's just a growing trend with YouTube anyway. I think people subscribe less than ever. Everyone goes through their recommended these days rather than through their subscription box. I can see that on my analytics and stuff like that. You're an exception, mate. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Which Welsh player is usually the best penalty taker since Bale left? Not entirely sure. I mean, probably Harry Wilson. Kiefer Moore's likely to take one. Ben Davies probably take one. First video of yours was, in fact, the France video essay. Subscribed immediately after watching that video. Thank you so much. Yeah, great story that. Just utterly crazy. The Didier Deschamps period of management for France, utterly perplexing. I'd quite like to do a part 2 to that, and do the years leading up until what's the bloody French manager's name? I can't think of who the new French manager is. Who the current? What's his name? No, not Didier Deschamps. Who? I can't remember. I've completely lost myself now. But I'd quite like to do a part 2 anyway, between 2010 and 2016. Those sort of building years for France. Wales might win. Opinions on Georgia? Fantastic. Can't wait to see him at the Euros. Utterly amazing story. Right, here we go, chat. Robert Lewandowski is stepping up first for Poland. Here we go then. That was the Raymond Dominic era. Yeah, of course it was. I've done the video on it. For some reason, my mind just completely lost it. I nearly said Nicolas Sarkozy as well, and he's the former French president. So all over the place. It's been a long day, chat. Lewandowski then. He's planted the ball down. He has planted the ball down. The main man for Poland, one of the best strikers of his era, steps up, scores. 1-0 Poland. Laurent Blanc took over. He absolutely did. Yeah, I could remember his name as well in my head, but I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't remember Raymond Dominic. The clown. Laurent Blanc took over. I don't know where to watch live, so I'm listening to you instead. Yeah, it's on Viaplay Sports, which is a very strange channel, to be honest. Very strange channel. I'm paying £15 a month for this, and I'm going to be cancelling straight after this. I'll tell you that much. Right, Wales are stepping up. I didn't see who stepped up. They've scored though. It was Ben Davies. He's got it. It's 1-1. He put it down the middle. Szczesny dived early. It's 1-1. Straight down the middle. He got married while getting grouped. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, Raymond Dominic. Absolute mental case. After France got knocked out of Euro 2008, he went before the media and instead of apologising to the French people or talking about his future as French manager, he decided to say he was going to go and propose to his girlfriend. Crazy. Right, Poland stepping up. Penalty number 2. Oh, keeper nearly got there. Szymanski's done it. It's 2-1 Poland. Ward is smiling in the net. He knows he was close for that one. Yeah, I didn't know that about you. Yeah, it's a great story. Absolutely, absolutely crazy man. Crazy, crazy man. He proposed, didn't literally get married, indeed. That is true. They just split up as well, sadly. So it wasn't a happy ending for Raymond Dominic. Right, Wales, second penalty stepping up. It's Kiefer Moore. Oh, off the crossbar and in. That was close. 2-2. Do you think you're doing any watch-alongs for the England games at the Euros this summer? Probably not. I think I probably will do watch-alongs for the Euros, but probably not the England games. I'll probably be watching with my family and friends. Yeah, I think that's probably more likely. But definitely for some other Euros games, 100%. This has been really fun. I've really enjoyed this. It's been great getting to talk to you guys in chat. It's been absolutely brilliant. Didn't realise it was all happening today. Chuffed to discover Ukraine's going in. And Germany continued its recovery against the Netherlands. Absolutely 1 second. Poland penalty. It's 3-2. What a pen! That was a hell of a penalty. Frankowski with it. Brilliant. Yeah, Ukraine made it through. They beat Iceland 2-1. Came from behind 1-0. Deserved it as well. Played really well in the second half. Did Ukraine. Germany continued its recovery against the Netherlands. Absolutely. They have put themselves into contention. Everyone was so down on Germany heading into the Euros, but I think there's a little bit of confidence now. Moore's Heights might have skipped a beat then. 100%. That was just in, wasn't it? Right, it's Harry Wilson time. It's currently 3-2 to Poland. Can Wales equalise here? Harry Wilson steps up. Scores. 3 penalties each. All scored. Stress is on. Please do it in Eastern time. I'm an American lad. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. To be fair, the Euros shouldn't be too bad for you. I think the first games of Eastern time will start at 10 a.m. So I don't think they should be too bad. I think you should have 10 a.m., 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Shouldn't be too bad. Poland stepping up again. The 4th penalty. Steps up. Ward was close again, but he's gone in. Wow, Ward smiling again. He was close. He went the right way. Got a touch. As a German, I'm shocked at our transformation. It's kind of out of nowhere. Made me excited for us hosting the Euros. I bet. I cannot wait to head to Germany as well for the Euros. You know, I've said earlier on tonight that I used to live in Germany. And I really can't wait to go back for the Euros. I'm heading to Frankfurt and Stuttgart. I'm going to be watching Slovenia versus Denmark and Stuttgart, and I cannot wait. Right, Wales stepping up. It's Neco Williams to take. Scores. 4 penalties each. All scored. Fair play. Fair play. When you're a history teacher, I was a history teacher. Absolutely correct. Very briefly. Wasn't for me teaching. Here we go then. Rouse up the pressure now. It's very pressurised all around, to be honest. This is the 5th penalty for Poland. Sudden death. He scores. If Wales miss, Poland are heading to Euro 2024. Move to the States. Yeah, why not? My sister-in-law is American, so why not? And I want to come to the 2026 World Cup, so yeah, why not? Dan James stepping up for Wales. He has to score. How did Wales and Poland play today? Wales were much the better team in the 90 minutes for me, but Poland slightly better in extra time. Wales had a goal ruled out and have hit the crossbar. Poland didn't really have too many chances. Dan James steps up. He has to score to keep Wales alive. It's saved! Poland are heading to Euro 2024. Wales are heading home. Wait. Oh, it is. It's over. The referee didn't seem to know what he was doing for a moment there. Szczesny made the save. The penalty hero. He was the penalty hero at the 2022 World Cup. Unbelievable. Poland are heading into Group D alongside Netherlands, Austria, and France. What area of history was especially? Mostly contemporary modern history. Between World War One and World War Two, including both the wars, but a lot of the period in between. That's probably my favourite area. But Poland have done it, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What a moment. We have our 24 nations heading to the tournament, chat. It's going to be utterly insane. Whoa! That wasn't what I meant to do at all. Let's quickly do this. Let's add some text. Poland. I've completely balls this up. Oh, let's get me stream back. Something like that. Something like that. Oh god, I'm all over the place. I can't stop grabbing the wrong thing. Poland. Yeah. Yeah. I'm from Georgia, the state Georgia. Fantastic. I've never been to the US at all. Of course, it was the X United player that missed. I'm saying nothing. A shocking final penalty. It was a shocking penalty. It was absolutely a shocking penalty. Did you teach for while in Germany or in the UK? In the UK, I was when I lived in Germany. I was at university there. Do you have a Discord? Not. Do I have a Discord full stop? Not that I use really. Well, surprised to see Poland make it through since their crisis started with Fernando Santos. Absolutely. I'm going to be the first member. It will definitely happen one day. At the moment, I don't really have the time to set it up. Time is something I do not have in abundance with working full time and trying to also do this alongside. But little by little, we're getting there. But ladies and gentlemen, let's have a quick run through of our Euro 2024. Group A will start with the hosts, Germany, Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland as Group A. In Group B, Spain, Croatia, Italy, and Albania. Group C, Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, and my nation of England. Group D will be Poland, Netherlands, Austria, and France. Group E will be Belgium, Slovakia, Romania, Ukraine. And Group F will be Turkey, Georgia, Portugal, and the Czech Republic. There we go. What team do you support? If you can figure out the mascot here, then you can find out. I'll see if you can figure it out. Germany, Hungary, and Switzerland will advance. Spain, Croatia, and Italy, Denmark, and England. I think Slovenia are going to go through, Netherlands, France. This Euros is going to be good. Hell yeah, it is. I'm excited, and I'm hoping that hopefully the content I can bring you is going to be really good. I can't wait to get making stuff, to be honest. Hopefully we can make some really good stuff. And yeah, and obviously heading out there. Obviously, I'll be taking a camera. We'll be filming some stuff. Hoping to talk to some fans out there. I'll be doing some previews, obviously, before the tournament. The channel is very much going to be in a Euros direction for the minute. But we'll get back to there'll be some other stuff sprinkled in. Make sure to the Euros. Yes, I'm sure there will be some at some point. I can't commit to saying there'll be too many. I'd like to do more. It's always hard for me to do commit. Again, like I say, I work full time. It's tricky to find time, but certainly this has been great fun. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you all so much. As we're winding down now, thank you all so much for spending the evening with me. It's obviously the first time I've ever done this. I wasn't really sure if no one would be here or not, so it's been really great to have an audience and for making this really easy. Really, it's been so many chats throughout the evening. We've had a great chat about the Euros. It's been brilliant. This is all I ever could have dreamed of, really, when I started the channel, was to have a group of people to talk to about international football. It's been great fun. Definitely been fun chatting and a good stream. Thank you so much. I wanted to mention that I couldn't believe you don't have more views. Your videos are quality and cover unique topics I didn't see elsewhere. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was sort of the again a fair amount of why I started the videos the way I did. It's because I didn't see these type of videos elsewhere. So I thought that would be good fun. Who do you think the underdog for the tournament? For me, it's Slovenia at the present time. I might change my mind on that though. But yeah, that might just be that. But yeah, have a good night. Yeah, I think now is the time to start wrapping it up. We've been live for over 3 hours this evening. We've had great fun. Like I said, thank you all so much for being here. It's been brilliant. We will definitely do this again. I can't say when. I can't say necessarily what match or what type of event we'll do next, but we'll see. We'll try and get one done sometime soon because it's good fun. So yeah, good night everyone. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you all again very soon. Thank you very much. Good night.